I want to kind of slide it over now to the cross border classic. And I feel like maybe we got to get a little bit more connection with some of your teammates, guys. But um if they would feel comfortable, it's one of those things. I would love to hear the story, the origin stories. And for me, Luke, I could read what I wrote about you, but um you are the armbuster as it was on on the call as I was watching last Sunday at my girls' practice. You're the origin thought when it comes to this for the family, and it's a family sport for you guys, which made it feel like when I came to watch your game that it was a family gathering because uh you guys really feel like a second family. And I kind of just want to throw it over to you, Luke, with this team that you're now a part of. Like, what was the origin with getting to that? If you would feel comfortable with share that, just like in a quick little uh, extra thought on the side, and this is the black and yellow threads that are themed here.
Yeah, so got introduced to the sport 14 years ago. Um, Similar time to kind of when the Jets were coming back, and I had some surgeries in Montreal at the time, and one of my former teammates who used to play, um, we met at Shriners Hospital like carnival night, and he kind of walked over with his dad and showed us a video of sledge hockey for the first time, and me and my older brother Isaiah were just hooked and we're like, we got to go try this stuff. So
Yeah.
later in the fall, we went out to the Hockey for All Center or Iceplex formerly, and we had no gear, just winter jackets and winter mittens at the time, and hopped in the sled and um, started moving around, and just kind of the independence uh, I felt from that was just incredible, and being able to play the sport that I love in that capacity was super cool. And my my dad actually pushed me around for the first few years that I played, just till I kind of built up the strength, and I kept working at it from there. And then fast forward in the time machine to 2019, we were out at the London Blizzard tournament with Team Manitoba. So got the invite to play on that team, which was super cool, and playing on a team with Spencer, who introduced me to the sport, and one of his buddies, Jordan. Uh, they went on to play at like the dev level for Team Canada, so pretty pretty great players in their own right. But um, that was super cool opportunity, and then from there, our provincial team kind of progressed, and um, we had our first tryouts for the team a couple seasons ago, just because we finally had the numbers to do that. So
Yeah.
um, big growth at that level, and we've been competing kind of all across Canada at nationals and westerns, and just had that cross-border classic with Minnesota, which is a team that I've been playing since my first tournament 14 years ago. So kind of cool to grow up with a few of those guys on the other side as well. So yeah.
Oh, Luke, thanks for sharing. I often say it with my class is that stories are a gift to be respected, and it's one of those things. Your story is a gift, and I feel like I'm a little bit late, and forgive me. I feel like we've known each other for too long, and I haven't been involved, and I haven't come to check it out, and now I'm fully subscribed, and now it's almost um, when I got to meet your teammates. Um, so if I could just do a little bit of a side talk, um, my son and I decide to hang back because you have to stick around, and Red always carries around uh, a a pen, and so it's one of those things. Never know when you'll get an opportunity to get somebody's name, and I think both of us were kind of just reading the moment, and if I could go into a little bit of the conversation we had, it was kind of one of those more moments of organic conversation and connection between generations. We talked about the Olympics and the different generations, right? You got Crosby, you got McDavid, and you got Celebrity. By no means are we anything of that sort. I am not them. Though, um, if I could just call a spade with you guys, I am a different generation than you guys, though yet we connect deeply over this shared passion. And then to see our connection also connect with the next generation for me and my son, to just hang around. And then it was one, and you'll have to correct me, Luke. Though Rhett got talking about the jersey that he just bought. We won't talk about the thread and the name, but he is connected to 204 Lands, and I'm not going to be mad about it because he plays with some snarl, and he would be a digger winger, even though he is more of an elite. But one of the Kachuk boys he's got, and then he was talking with one of your teammates. Forgive me, what was her name? And she also likes Florida Panthers. Is it too much
Yeah,
to drop the name? She's not
yeah,
gonna be
Alyssa,
mad.
one of my good friends and teammates.
Yeah, yeah.
She
So
plays
Yeah,
on the women's national team as well, so
yeah.
not a big deal.
not
Yeah,
a big deal.
that's unreal. Um, like seeing the connection with my son and one of your teammates and riffing back and forth, and then talking with I'm gonna put it because I have the book here today, and that's gonna be a side quest for another time. But the book is all of a sudden became something where it was funny at the end. It was like, oh, you're the guy who talks to like Luke and Elijah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not famous. Like you two are obviously way more famous as the Armbruster crew. But I said I have a new book, and I'm like, I'll put you. I think he was like, "Am I gonna like? Am I due?" Like, and so it was IV11. I'm not gonna drop his name on the pod, but I did say I was gonna give him a shout out. So that's Ian. Um, so he's not gonna be
Isaac,
Isaac.
right. What?
Isaac.
Isaac.
Oh, did I just mush him? I did.
You'll love that.
You'll love that.
See, and that's why I gotta respect the full name. I have Vint. Did I even get the last name right?
Yeah, that's right.
Last name's correct. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I should have just stuck with Vint11 because I mushed him, and now he's definitely going to be buzzing the next time because he's going to be out to prove it.
You
Oh,
might be overdue
Isaac, I
now.
mushed ya. Oh man, guys, that's a dash for me on the pod today. That's a dash because but then I actually wrote down the next shout out that I was supposed to give, right? Rainey, I'm saying that right?
Yeah, we got that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, so Isaac is going to be even more mad that I mushed him and I got Rainey, right? Now I'm actually going
Yeah,
to so then I got to mush Rainey's name. Is it Delaurier? Did I actually?
that's right.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
got that.
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
okay. That's a plus. So I'm even again. I'm even again with your crew,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Isaac is not gonna like that. Uh, so we got Rainey Delaurier 16. So two shout outs there for your guys' crew. Um, those guys too, talking with them after was just like snap it around, just like puck talk, just team talk. And guys, you have such a fun team. Like if I could like selfishly say, like those are the guys that you get to connect with. And yeah, does any team have their challenges when somebody misses a pass in a big moment or maybe whatever. Like stuff happens with a team, but I could really see, and obviously after a win it's a lot easier, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some of the frustrations get a little bit Yeah, on the wayward side.
High
But
highs, low lows.
what's that?
High highs, low lows.
Yeah. Though, like, if I could go selfishly into my digger of the game that I saw, or can Felicia, I want you, like, how did you feel? Because the Sunday was almost like the Sunday was the capstone, but Saturday, do you feel like that was kind of the pinnacle game where the most people were out, or how did you feel like the crowd was, if you were to assess the crowd and the dynamics, Felicia?
Yeah, so like Friday, you had a decent number of them, but Saturday that was definitely like the big game. That's when everyone was showing up. You maybe had a few people who didn't show up because they maybe saw the first one and were like, okay, we might know how this is gonna go. But yeah, the second game was pretty electric. I remember scoring that second goal and just hearing like the oohs and the ahs from the crowd and just being like, I've never really heard that before from Winnipeg, and it's a pretty cool moment. So
Yeah, the Jets certainly aren't hearing that right now, but that's a side quest. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I just remember getting the text from James and all the ball hockey boys that they're coming out, and pregame we were just fired up, bumping all the music and ready
oh,
to run through a wall. So some extra added motivation for that one. So it's a
some good
great
old,
crowd that night.
I call that brotivation. When you know the bros are coming, that's brotivation. So, uh,
Yeah.
can I ask, like, who's on the tools when it comes to the music? Like, who's got the playlist set? Is that TMI, or do you
uh,
guys, who's the DJ?
Felice was actually running it
I
last
was running it
weekend. So
this last weekend. It's been
No.
Captain Cole has been on it usually, but
Cap.
the boys kind of voted me to like kind of like take over this time. So
Wow. Okay,
yeah.
so what's the mix that's getting everybody fired up? Like, are we talking about rap? Are we talking hip hop? Are we talking just straight up rock? Like, I need to know because I'm curious of what fuels Team Toba's passion.
Yeah, it's a lot of rap. I kind of like look for like the production on songs that like hard hitting bass and like stuff that like
Yeah.
fires up, like
yeah.
stuff that
We're
like they always kind of point out like my pregame when I put in the headphones and I kind of like lock in. They kind of like
Yeah.
wanted that same feeling, I guess. So that's kind of what I tried to give them.
Oh, that's unreal. That's unreal. Okay, so, like, are we talking about new rap? Because, like, I'm from the time machine and the old rap. Like, would you ever have an Eminem going in there, or is that like too old?
It was a bit of both. Like I didn't put much Eminem on the first day when I was, and we had some Eminem going, but like I had like some 50 Cent going and like some of
Okay.
those like older guys, but
Yeah.
yeah.
more newer stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes we bump the black and yellow with our colored threads
Oh,
there as
Yeah,
have
a
to.
little,
have
yeah.
to.
So
Yeah. That should be a policy in the manual for you guys, Toba. You have to do it with those threads.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a bit of a policy. So
when Trainer Riley's giving us our pregame speech, he got black and yellow in like the background, kind of like it's a pretty sick sight.
That's a vibe. Oh, thanks for taking me in as a fly on the wall. Okay, so Eminem, a little bit, 50 Cent. I'm a big Toy Soldiers guy. Like Toy Soldiers because I don't know, there's something about like hockey, um, being like you're going to battle a little bit. I have my own
yeah,
stick puck playlist that I put on for my stereo setup, and then when I get to my puck lands, it's just like no headphones. I just have way too many connections, and I'm the last one dressed all the time because I can't talk and multitask. You guys are probably not surprised by that, but um that's awesome. Thanks, Felicia. Thanks. You'll have to maybe drop a couple of songs in our like private chat so that maybe I can have some of that like Team Toba mojo to like win my next game 8-3, 7-2. What was the last game? I was having a hard time researching your final game, but you guys
we
got the brooms out. Was it five?
yeah we 8-1.
8-1.
Okay, I just completely mushed you again. 8-1 for the Celeburger finale.
I will
Yeah,
say it was probably the closest game,
Really?
like back and forth wise. Just our goalie stood in his head, and Their goalie
Wall?
was looking a little Swiss. Paul the Wall was dialed in net, and then we
Oh
had
my
Yeah.
goodness.
oh
I
I
uh I'm gonna have
Do-
to connect with that guy because that guy's helmet, his
oh I,
bucket.
Yeah.
I was just gonna bring up his bucket. I was gonna say if you haven't seen that, his bucket is unreal.
We'll
Yeah,
have to
like
clip it for the YouTube short, but he's just got like Paul the Wall on the side and the helmet's just like a brick wall and it's just
It's
like
beautiful.
could you have a better name as a goalie, Paul Wall? Like, come on. Like you can't script that stuff.
the fu-
No.
Oh,
the funny thing with Paul is so in back in the junior days, novice days, he was a goalie. That's where he got the nickname Paul the Wall. But as he got older, he started playing player. So he played player for I don't know a long time, probably 4 or 5 years, and then actually went with Team Toba for one game, or for one tournament, one nationals, and then he went to this camp in Calgary where Adam Kingsmill, I guess, was there, and then later in the year,
no way.
some of the boys, I think it was Isaac and Rainey actually, got Kingsmill to send a video to Paul saying you should try goalie because we really needed a goalie for Team Toba, and he went there and it's been the best decision he's made of his career.
The rest is history.
Crazy story. So
You can't script this stuff. Are you telling me that the controversy, the guy who should have started the gold medal game was the inspo story for the wall?
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, clip it.
That
This
might
is
be
the
a short.
content that I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. I'm loving this. I'm just I you guys are captains right now. I'm loving this. This is unreal. He got a clip from the guy?
Yeah, he has a
Yeah.
video. You showed me the video. I don't know. I don't have any access to it now,
Okay, we
but
might have to get him on an interview because that sounds like must have like I gotta have that from the source. That's unreal.
yeah, Paul would love to do an interview. That guy would be fired up for that. So
Oh yeah? Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. He's done a
like
couple radio hits and stuff for the team, so he's
Okay.
locked
So
in.
so so
Tons of
he
content.
he's not shy of media personalities because you'll have to give him the primer like Jay Ryan is a bit of a personality and as long as he's okay with one big monologue side quest, then he's fine with it, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah. I'm sure he could go on his own monologue side quests
Oh,
as well.
that's
So
100%.
that's
he
what
can hold up.
he can hold a mic and carry the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. That's what the interviews need to be. We just hand it off. One of us doesn't need the mic. We just hand it to them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know everybody, but you might just be witnessing what's coming up because I think that the sledge interviews are going to be coming in like hot tots coming up. I think we're going to preheat some of those because I like to kind of get back to the cross border classic was probably one of my favorite things was talking with your dad. Um, Probably not surprising that I had to get some airtime with Father Sherwood, right? And
Have to.
it had to. And just talking with your dad about a little bit of the scouting report on each one of you guys. And I won't broadcast that all over the network here, right on you, Luke, because I don't know if that's fair. That's kind of like double where you have to feel like you're hosting and then you're also getting a scouting report on you. I'm not going to do that. So I love you. You can read it and I'll drop it. But it was one of my favorite things talking with your dad and just him talking about your team and the stories. And maybe it's what sold me on uh my live watch and like we kind of did with the Paralympic Olympic. We kind of talked about a few diggers, some digger nation. Um I felt like in the blog with the 204 talk, I had to like give a digger of the game award just because of what's been developing with our puck talk on here. And okay, I'm gonna get too side questy. I gotta kind of read it from the source. So instead of like a drum roll, you'd have to do stick taps. Like do the stick taps, please, and the digger the game for the 3 7 Saturday prime time 2026 matchup goes to Captain Cole of Team Toba. And so correct me if I'm wrong with the name, and so I don't mush anybody. Sorry, Isaac. I will never forget your name now. So I'm not gonna mush him. Is it Cole Maydanuk? Maydanuk?
Yeah.
Maydanuk.
Maydanuk.
We're not 100% on either, but
Okay. Could have
I'm sure
mushed
it's
him,
fine.
could have not. And I don't actually want to mush him because this story gets like physical, let's say, because he's a digger. And so he's my digger of the game. And so I kind of when I wrote, I said like I am a sledge amateur. Like I am new to the sport. I fully admit that. Though I notice hard work when it's out there. And I know a digger when I see one because I had to be a digger for like my whole career. I was never on a top line ever. So with the game beginning, if I could go back to this Saturday when the game was beginning and I was watching your warmies, um, and we were settling in, we were on the west side of the rink. You guys were on the east side. And so Team Mini was in the west side. And so while they were warming up, I was just noticing this number 27 on Mini. Um, and he was just buzzing. Like I was like, okay, like clearly this guy's got a hot lap and he's might have some hot plays coming up. And I actually reached over to your brother, going back to episode 1. We'll have to have him back on soon for some of the American egg ball talk. I think that's going to be more of his flavor on the network. Um, and I'll have to have him on to debrief what's under my threads is the purple and how we cheer for our own pain as Vikings fans. But Jaden, going back to Jaden, and he said, and I kind of reached over and I said, Jane, like that 27 is buzzing out there. Like Toba better watch that guy. And so you can go to the source, you two. I don't know if you remember me saying this after the game, but I said, like watch that guy. And so sure enough, 27 from Mini, within the first period, scores the first goal of the game and scores the first goal for Mini. And I may be an amateur, like I said earlier, though I have some hockey awareness. Would you guys like disagree? I have some awareness.
I'd
Yeah,
say the eye
for
test
the
is
audio
spot on.
listeners, he's just giving me like the come see, come saw, like the hand gesture, and that's fine. That's French for okay. So the next time I remember on the ice after he scored, 27's buzzing around again. It kind of seems, and you guys will have to deal with my ignorance, but like what to keep moving is the biggest thing in sledge is to keep motion and to keep yourself available. And I noticed him just keeping moving and he was buzzing in the nooch, which we talk in NHL is the neutral zone. So he's buzzing in the nooch. He gets a pass and he's going and he's driving. And I'm like, oh, here we go again. 27. Somebody's got to be on him. And none other than Captain Cole steps up with a huge open ice hit. And fellas, that's a digger if I ever see one. You notice and you react. And that's a digger captain, really. Like he's your captain, and I'm not surprised that that guy sets the tone. I'll send it around the horn after I have this conclusion. But the rest of the game, when Captain Cole was on the ice, like Team Mini was not going to be comfortable. Let's just say that. I noticed his presence out there, and they weren't going to lose the game on his watch. And that's Captain Toba, and you guys didn't lose. You won that game 8-3. And so not to put you guys on the spot or to all of a sudden feel like you have to tire pump your captain, but uh I really had fun just writing about it because that hit, like I remember Rhett was beside me, he's like, oh. And so it was one of those things that captivated me and my son big time. And so yeah. Luke, do you remember the hit? Come on.
Oh yeah. I remember that one. The whole bench
After
kind of just popped and the crowd pop. And, Cole, he really knows how to lay the boom, and he's got quite a wicked clapper on him as well. So kind of shades of Dustin Bufflin back here in the 204 lands. So yeah, just a great guy and leads by example and definitely knows how to lay the bod. So don't want to get in
Yeah,
front of that guy.
yeah. Felice, come on. You remember the hit?
Um, I'd have to see it. I'm not. Maybe I wasn't on the ice at that time. I was off the. But I mean, he's got a lot of big hits like that. But
So that doesn't surprise you.
no, it doesn't surprise me. But I do have a little. So start of this series, I don't think I've ever been chirped as much as I've been chirped from the mini guys. But as the tournament went on, I don't know what either was if we were killing them or maybe they just realized they weren't getting to me. They started being like super chill and nice. I won't say the word he said, but I just clearly remember going into a lineup with 2-7, and he's like, "Man, I just hit one of your guys. Now I got to be scared of big F word." He was referring to Cole, and he's like, "I'm like, yeah, he's pretty scary." He's like, "Yeah, that guy terrifies me." So that's what I want to. That's what I want to hear out of my captain. So
Oh, thanks for keeping it all about the fun and the family policy here, Felice. Yeah. Yeah. No, the hockey talk can sometimes go a little sideways, but if I could rephrase maybe what he said, is that he might have had the fear of Captain Cole in him, or like there's often a talk about the fear of God, the fear of a hockey demigod, perhaps part god, part human in Captain Cole. He 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 demands respect out there. Like you better watch out.
Yeah,
I've
keep your
never
head out or he's coming through.
I've never seen one player strike more fear in other teams' eyes than our captain does. So
That's unreal. Like if I had to do a comp, um, I don't think like the big hitter just isn't so much a part in the national game anymore, like the National League. Besides like the Trouba train, and I can't really think of another guy that really blows it. Like almost like Sider can do it if he wants. Like he has that potential, but his game is kind of just a little bit shifty in skill now. Though like if we had to go in the time machine, and I'm bad with this right now, it would be Scott Stevens. I don't know if you ever saw the hit on Scott Stevens that he laid
yeah,
on I think we had it in our Todd Origin, right? Like that was him on Korea, and then Korea came back. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Well, 27 didn't come back like Korea and score the game-winning goal. So can I say that against Minnesota? We'll cheer for them in the National League playoffs, but when it comes to the cross-border classic, my colors are black and yellow, and so insert the song. Oh, fellas. Any last thoughts about the cross-border classic before we wrap up the show? This has been so fun, boys.
I gotta bring up the fact that just like the Paralympics broke the viewing record. We were live streamed on Game Time TV. I believe it's called
Yeah. Yeah, I
Game
was
Time
watching on there.
TV, and apparently our games were the most viewed games in their history. So that's
Not
pretty.
a big
That's
deal.
pretty.
Yeah.
Not a big deal, but that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing to know. So
Yeah. I know even like the broadcast team was saying after our series, they're like, oh yeah, we gotta go broadcast like a U17 game later tonight and like not looking forward to it. Like this weekend was such a blast. Like to go from this high to just like some random kind of game, like it's not gonna be the same. But yeah, so all around, just everybody was loving it and great to get so many eyes on the sport and yeah, great
looking
weekend.
Yeah.
looking forward to next year because I think we're gonna try to do like a bigger tournament, even with like maybe like a Fargo team, Minnesota. I think Saskatchewan is interested, maybe.
Dude, sign me up to be like a water boy. I'll do it because I want to be there. because oh, it was so fun, and like with my son too. Um, we're fully subscribed, and like at the end, Luke, with our little connect time, like uh, we'll get out on the sledge in no time. Um, and then that's gonna humble me all over again for the talent that you guys have, because it's gonna be like Bambi out there. I'm gonna just be like Bambi, just like falling over on the ice, and it's gonna be like me and Novice in the time machine playing in Dominion City with the Southern Steelers. And yeah, I'll show you a picture of little Jimmy back back in Novice. Oh, fellas. Did I cut you off, Felicia? Any closing thoughts?
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Well, like, fellas, it truly is fun to just talk. And like this is why I love doing what I do with you guys and having these times, and to share the stories. There's so many stories, and I think if I could give maybe you listeners uh a little bit of a foretaste, um this is going to be sticking around the show because there is too many good stories from what I talked about with your dad, uh Father Sherwood, and also Mama Jocelyn. I got to connect with both of your parents at the end of the game, and it was some of the time that I cherish because it kind of gave me a window into more of how you as a family have come to connect with this team. And if there's anything that I feel like is starting to become more of a theme is team, whether it's team or whether it's a class or whether it's um, a workplace. What you decide to be as a player, whether it's on the ice or off of the ice, is to be a contributor and to be a part of something. And teams become family. And so I really hope as all of you tune in that you start to become a part of the family. I know I call us a crew. It's starting to feel more like family. And so really, I hope for all of you, stay tuned. The stories are just starting. And I really hope that you stay tuned, and nobody knows what the future has, but Sledge is going to be a big part of the chat. So from all of us here at 32 Tots, welcome to the family. Buckle up. The puck talk's always moving.